How's it going, guys? We are back in another video here, and this video is another Team of the Year tip type of video. We're there almost, guys. We're in the stretch run. Nominees are coming out later today at 5 o'clock Eastern time. I'll have a video on how all the nominee stuff works immediately, so probably like 5:30-ish Eastern. Look out for that video on this channel, but make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. Let's hop into the video right now. All right, guys, so I mentioned it many times on what cards I think are probably going to be best to have saved. Right now, I would really not be selling any cards, especially the higher rated cards, due to the fact that, I mean, why would you sell them, right? I mean, at this point, you might as well hold on to the cards you have in your collection and save them up for Team of the Year. And right now, for me, I'm pretty locked and loaded here. So right away, 84s I think are going to be pretty decent as well, but I think 85 and beyond is going to be obviously the best overalls to probably trade in. Again, this could be completely wrong. Maybe 83 is the highest trade in. You never know. You never know with EA. Everything's different this year. So we'll see. But for me, 84s, I have 63 84s. Obviously, some of them are bound. So I have 31 non-tradable, and I have 24 tradable. So mostly, these are all cards I can use in sets. And then for the 85s, I have 12 tradable 85s. And then for the untradable, I have 18. So 30 cards total for 85 overalls that I'm able to trade in if I want, which is very, very nice as well. 86s wise, though, I have 17 non-tradable cards here. Some of them, obviously, I'd prefer not to probably put into the sets, such as Team Builder Hal, I'm not going to be putting in a set, that's for sure, or even Michkov. And when it comes to tradable 86s, I have 3. So, I mean, those are still, usable. Obviously, Fox and Chikrin, I'm definitely not using Markstrom. He's my goalie right now. And then for the 87s, I have 7 tradables, actually, which these are all cards I will definitely be using in Team of the Year sets. And then for the untradable section of 87s, I have 5. So I can use all these cards as well. Power, I can't believe I made him, actually, looking back. But you know what? It's good to have for that Team of the Year fodder in the end, right? And even some 88s I might have. I'm not sure if I do. I have 10 88s. Yeah, so I have plenty of 88s as well. I'm not using Ottinger. I'm going to definitely stop using Sider, and I'm definitely going to stop using Swayman. Hamilton, I'm probably going to get rid of. Martone, Seabrook. These are all cards I can trade in for Team of the Year, which is going to be very, very helpful. So definitely, that's going to be huge. I'm not sure if I have any tradables as well. I do not. So that's kind of where it pretty much stops at, though. But those are the cards you want saved. But now I'm going to tell you guys, what prices I think you should be buying those cards for. 85, 85, 84, 85, 86, and potentially 87 if you want to get that far. But I'm going to recommend, the price you guys should be buying these at. You go to the auction house, guys, here. If you load it up and you sort by overall, all right? So go to 84 overall, sort like that. All right, and I get the market glitch. I'll see you guys in a second. I mean, this is just unbelievable. This keeps happening. I can try. Let's get in the auction house, guys. Let me know if there's anything I can do to avoid that happening. Is there something I'm doing wrong? I have no clue. But 84 overalls, guys. So if you go to the market right now and you sort by 84s and try to see, what are 84s going for on the marketplace right now. So it looks like you can get 84s for a pretty decent amount of coins in terms of a very reasonable price. So it looks like you can get them for around 8,000 coins probably, which is not bad actually. So you're getting them for around maybe even 7.2 it looks like is the cheapest here for 84 overalls. And yeah, 84s, they might not be the highest value when it comes to like, wow, you're trading in 84s, you're gonna get like 2 collectibles. Probably get 1 if I'm being honest. You're about to trade in like 5, just what it was in previous years, right? Anything could happen. So I'd say at most I'd be spending around 7.2k probably on 84s. I wouldn't really be going much higher than that. I just wouldn't, right? I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable to do. What I think is a smart thing to do as well, guys, if you're trying to snipe cards, obviously go to 7k right there, refresh the market constantly, just keep refreshing and refreshing and refreshing, and hopefully you end up seeing some cards get posted for, reasonable prices as well. I mean, because you can certainly get a very nice amount of steals. Right now, it's 2 a.m. for me, so not many people are going to be posting cards here, but honestly, a pretty good time to be doing this because people are sleeping, they have work, right? So an Ehlers for 7k, like that's good price. Like, it's not like a huge steal, but that's a reasonable price, right? For an 84, 7,000 coins. I mean, it's gonna sell for sure. Probably not right this second, but it will sell at some point here because it's a very solid price. So 84s, I'd say probably 7.2 and a little bit under would be optimal, I'd say, what you could spend on 84s. So let's check out what 85s are going for. At 85s, guys, right now, you see there is actually a couple up right now. So the cheapest is 14.5k, and as you can see, that sells pretty quickly. So it kind of appears that 85s, mainly are going for around 15,000 coins, all right? So my big recommendation for 85s is probably going for around go for 15 and under. If you can try to get those and sign them off the auction house, that'd be huge, right? So what I'm going to do here is just simply refresh the market and just keep refreshing until I eventually see a card that goes up for under 15,000 coins. I'm not here to try to make coins here. I mean, because obviously if I wanted to do that, I'd probably go a little bit lower on the price now, right? Obviously, you also put the overall rating probably 85 to 99 because you never know if you get a lucky, person puts an 86 up for, more than they probably should, right? That would, you never know. That could always happen, right? So always do that and sort by that and just start refreshing, guys. And you got to be very, very quick with this because when someone puts up a steal, there's other people that are working the market. It's cross-platform auction house, so keep that in mind. It's a very important thing to remember. But I always really got to say, guys, there's always a very effective way to, make coins and also just, get cards for very reasonable prices. I mean, that's obviously a huge thing. Some of you guys obviously are just trying to save your coins as well for Team of the Year. I totally understand it. So for me, this is what I do. And like I said, probably not going to find many cards getting listed at this time of day. Probably the best time is around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because people are getting off from work. New packs come out typically, especially on content days like Wednesdays, Tuesdays. It's typically a good time to always, get on the market and start seeing what people are listing and see if we can get, any sort of steals, right? Because, I mean, you could always find some steals. They do eventually pop up. Like I said, it's a little bit late right now where I am, so, probably can't expect too much to get listed, right? But always that possibility, of course, and that's when you can get some nice deals. I mean, I did get some 85s for pretty reasonable prices. I bought one for around 10,000 coins a bit earlier here. As you guys can see, this was a little bit before, so I was refreshing at 15.9K. I kept spamming, and look, I got a card, Sam Bennett, 85 overall, 12,000 coins, and guess what? I got it. And then just like that, easy. I could sell it for I sold it for 16K actually, so I made some profit on it. But point is, it clearly works. Just gotta be patient and be very quick with the auction house refresh. Let's kind of move on past that and let's see what 86s are going for, right? So 86 overall hot cards are obviously going for more than 15,000 coins. People really envision 86 as being some of the higher value trade-ins, right? And as you can see, I mean, they're going for a pretty decent amount right now because again, people are definitely locked and loaded for Team of the Year here. They're not really everyone's pretty much thinking it's going to be 86s are going to be, the main thing you trade in for Team of the Year. So it looks like 86, going for around, maybe a little bit more than 40K, right? So what I would definitely say is probably try to get these cards for, 43 and under, if you could, right? I mean, because, it's quite expensive for sure. But like I said, it's definitely worth trying to, be smart with your coins. You don't want to just dump everything and just buy every 86 you see because you definitely can end up, losing coins in the end. I would always say as well, guys, like, if you have a ton of coins, like say for me, I have 525K, right? I would never tell you guys, hey, you know what? Dump all your coins into fodder because you never know, right? You never know. I would say maybe 100, 200K on cards just to have some extra ones, because obviously EA is going to give out collectibles from, in objectives, I'm sure, moments, wild card, whatever that may be. But my thing is this, because if you, God forbid, buy a bunch of 85s, buy a bunch of 86s, and somehow, some way, the sets are not 85s or 86s, I mean, you lost so many coins. You lost so many coins. So that's something to very much so keep in mind. I definitely always recommend people just, don't spend all your coins on buying cards because you just never know what EA is going to do, right? It's just very, very safe to, just to be sure that you don't just drain your entire balance, which I know it's hard not to because obviously everyone just wants a Team of the Year cards. And yeah, realistically, if you have 1 million coins flat, you're probably not going to be able to buy a Team of the Year card because, they're going to go for a lot, especially if there's a tradable one on the market because, I mean, just like fantasies, guys. I mean, think about how much fantasies go for. Team of the Years will probably be similar amounts, I would say. So we'll see what it ends up being. But like I said, working the market, that's a huge way to obviously get some cards before it actually eventually does happen Team of the Year on Friday. So definitely lock in, guys. And as you can see, they're going for around 45K right now, 86. So you can get any of them for, under 45K, you'll be dancing. So definitely, try to refresh the market as much as you possibly can. And you definitely get some decent deals that way. If you guys enjoy this video, I know I've had so many Team of the Year videos recently, but it's the time, right? Everyone loves Team of the Year. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitch. Henreek, I'm live every single day. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you get 3 E's. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.